Hi, it's Michelle from Honest and Truly, and I have got a great kitchen tip for you today. We are talking all about limes because when I'm cooking and baking, I love to use lime in my recipe. But do you know how to get the most out of your limes? That is what we're talking about today. The first thing is when you go to the store and you actually buy your lime. Do you know what you're looking for? You want to find a lime that kind of has some give to it. So when you pick it up and squeeze it, you can feel that juice inside. If you get one that's too hard, it's not ripe, and you're not going to get very much juice out of it, don't even buy it and think that in a couple days it's going to ripen up. They don't ripen off the tree. You also don't want to get one that's super wrinkly, because those are the ones that are kind of older and they're going to be dried out, and again, you're just not going to get much juice out of those limes. So you've bought your lime. What do you do now? You're going to need two tools. The first one is a microplane zester, and this is going to allow you to get the zest off your lime. And not every recipe calls for lime zest, but I find, number one, that I love adding lime zest to recipes even if they don't actually call for it, just because it adds another note of flavor. The second thing is that you can zest lime even if your recipe doesn't call for it. Put it in a little container and freeze it, and that will stay in your freezer for a month or so, and you can use it in other recipes without having to zest more limes. The second tool that you're going to need is to have a juicer. I personally happen to love this one because it's quick, it's easy to use, my kids can do it. You stick your lime in it, you squeeze it, you're good to go. Yeah, if you notice, this actually is a lemon juicer, because of course they come in three sizes, for a lime, a lemon, and an orange. I don't need three different sizes. I have two. I do have the orange one and I have the lemon one. I found that if I just have the orange one, the lime is too small and it doesn't work very well, and I can't fit an orange into my lemon one. But if I have the lemon, I can do limes and lemons with it, and then I just have the orange one for when I'm squeezing fresh oranges. So those are the tools you need. Now let's take a look at how we actually use them. So first up is zesting your lime. All you're going to do is take your microplane zester and your lime, and you're simply going to run your zester lightly across the surface of your lime and turn it every time, because as you can see, you're starting to get just a little bit of green, and then you can start to see the white underneath. The green part is the part that you want, and I've got to say the smell of lime right now is absolutely killing me and making my mouth water. The green part's the good part. That's where the flavor is. If you start to go too deep and you start to get this white part, that's called the pith, and it's very bitter, and that's not what you're looking for. So what you're going to do is just keep going and just turn it and scrape it until you've gotten the entire lime, and there you have it. I like to store my lime zest just right in my microplane zester because it's easy. Then I can take this and simply dump it out into whatever recipe I'm making, or put it into that container to freeze it for later. When your lime looks like this, that's when you're done. It doesn't have to be perfect. You don't have to get every single piece of green off there. That's totally fine. Next up, you're going to go ahead and juice it. So now that you're ready to juice your lime, there's a couple tricks you can use to maximize the actual juice that you're getting out of the lime. The first is to go ahead and stick it in the microwave just for maybe 10 or 15 seconds, and that's going to break down some of the fibers on the inside so that you can actually go ahead and get more juice out of it. The second one is you're going to take your hand, put the palm down right on your lime, and just go ahead and rock back and forth while you're pushing down. And that again is going to break down some of the fibers within the lime so you get as much juice out of that little sucker as you possibly can. Then you're going to go ahead and cut your lime in half. Separate those two halves and grab your juicer. You simply take your lime, put it so that the cut side is down inside here. If you have a lime juicer, this is going to be a little bit smaller, but again, you can see the lemon juicer works just fine. Go ahead and close it and squeeze, and you can see all of that juice coming out. Now I'll also give you another quick tip. When you've got your juicer, take it and turn it upside down. Did you see I just got some more drips out of there? Then you're going to take your second half of the lime, put it in here, do that exact same thing, tilt it, and then I can get just a tiny bit more lime juice out of here by putting that second lime half that's already been squeezed in here, putting it back, and then squeezing it one more time. You see all that juice that just came out of there? And that, my friends, is how you maximize the juice within your lime. So what do you think? You ready to use limes in your recipe? Go ahead, leave me a comment below, and then don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel so you don't miss anything else.